start off with that.
I think
That's a man expressing emotions.
I don't think we're swearing. It was that one episode that we did with Rob.
Oh no, I'm talking about the delivery of my message.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
sometimes I've listened back to them and I'm just going,
Have you? Do you listen to it?
I just don't, like the...
Oh, the videos?
Yeah,
What are
on
you...
the shorts. They fucking bleed on me, cunt. Because it's a touchy subject.
Are you ready to go? Are you recording? Okay, yeah.
Because it is a touchy subject.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So,
Yep.
Okay, and here we are, Real Talk. Real Talk.
Real Talk. That's
Real
the new
Talk.
name because I changed it.
It is.
We didn't
Real
have a
Talk.
name.
Is that deep enough?
We didn't have a name, so it was Real Talk with
Real Talk.
Dave and Marsh.
With Dave and Marsh.
Right. So this is where we
with
can't...
the Oracle and the $1 Million Voice, shouldn't it be?
Oh, I should change it then.
Yeah,
This is
Real
when we-
Talk
this is
with the
kinda-
Oracle and the $1 Million Voice.
Yeah. When we kind of pretend we know what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's what I think. Before we kick off this episode, we need to have a little bit of general housekeeping. So toilets over there, fire extinguishers to the right, and also
How's the,
Marshall fucking swears a lot. And
Not that yet. What about the old... How's that going?
Oh, my journey of abstaining from sex.
Yes. How's that journey going? Still going.
Yeah.
Look at you
Ask
go.
the other question.
Well, how's your right arm?
How's the seed retention?
How's the seed retention? That's it.
Seed retention. Okay. Now we've got that housekeeping out of the way. Let's get to the serious housekeeping. No, that is pretty serious, though. My journey of abstinence.
I wouldn't say it's serious. I would say it's smart.
Smart. It is.
Yeah, I would say
it
it's
is.
smart.
But that's a whole other episode. That's like a 10-part series, that one. I think that could be a Netflix series.
It could
My journey of abstinence. Like 20-second videos.
Netflix?
Yeah, that's it. Netflix, come on. Help a brother out. Give me something. Throw me a bone. Boner. Get it? Because, yeah, whatever. So back to the housekeeping with...
you being real. It's you being real, I think.
Raw. I like to think of it as raw. And look, I'm not a fucking doctor. I'm not a psychologist. I have no fucking degrees. I did use to splice optic fibre. Is that good enough? To talk about men's mental health?
Well, you could Google a degree with the optic fibre.
Look, I'm going to come clean right now before somebody exposes me, okay? I think that's what I need to do. We've got to work on the front foot here.
Yep.
I learned all my shit from TikTok. TikTok rabbit holes, okay? Fuck! A current affairs knocking on the door going, you're a fake, Marshall! You fucking piece of shit.
It is mental health, men's mental health.
Men's mental health month, that's right.
So.
And that's why we spoke the other day about, us talking about men's mental health. And
that was the whole idea of this, wasn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
Men's mental health, but I'm assuming.
It was your fucking brainchild when you want to start banging chicks and healing men.
Well,
I'm going to keep fucking throwing that joke up because that was funny shit. That was funny. But yes, this was your whole purpose. Was you wanted to help men. Do you know
Help
what I mean?
people.
And help people.
Well, you wanted to help people. I said, let's just do men.
Yeah, well, that's what you started off with, was because you said, there's just not enough out there for men and all that sort of stuff. And then, and that's when I said, let's be more spiritual and more inclusive. Like that? Is that spiritual?
Yeah, you were, and then you became spiritual. I'm like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, and now look at you. You're the fucking oracle that wears a hat that says the universe is my daddy.
Well, we got to get that.
It's coming.
Yeah.
I'm manifesting
You've ordered it.
I've manifested it. Because the universe is your daddy. Because you are an oracle. And you're a powerful manifester. And you know that. You've known that all your life. Because you've always been
I'm fully
successful.
healed, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, we're never fully healed.
Well, I'm 99%.
Yeah. If anyone is as close to fucking healed and got their shit together, it's my fucking boy here. It's because you always self-reflect and and you've just always had that knowledge about yourself.
Yeah, but obviously it's got to start somewhere. You have to start somewhere because when I started, I knew fuck all.
That's it. I still know fuck all, but I learned heaps off TikTok and getting on those Instagram videos and following dating coaches.
Mm.
I'm not going to go there because that's not nice. But
so what about you being raw? Is it raw? Did you say raw?
Yeah, like I said, the way...
Because you're a bit of a swearer.
Oh, fuck, I got a fucking problem. But, like I said,
You get half a beer into you and you... Next thing, it's just...
Wait till we put out the gutter party.
We need an F-bomb counter.
Hours. That was, it'd just be like 1 hour of beep, 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 beep. But, I just want to tell people, don't lose my message because of my poor delivery. Like I said, I'm no expert on this. I'm no spiritual fucking guru yet. That's what I'm working towards. I've actually ordered a muumuu and some sandals and growing out the beard. Have a look.
Yeah, you're not going to trim it. You're just going to let it go.
I think, if it didn't go fucking grey, I would.
Soon you'll come in here with one of those brown robes.
Yeah.
What do the monks wear? Is it monks?
I think it's monks, yeah.
The dudes from Hangover.
Yeah.
Hangover 2 when they're in Thailand, like the Thai monks. Brown robe.
I'm just going to come in just the robe, the sandals.
You're going to...
Nothing underneath.
Vow of silence.
Just the Kathy Freeman suit underneath.
You're going to do the vow of silence?
Fuck, I wish I... That'd last 2 minutes. It wouldn't even be that. You just look at me and I'll be there going...
You're ready to...
On the snap. Because you would bait me.
I'd
so
have to.
easily.
You'd have to, though.
So, exactly. You'd do it so easily to get me all riled up and swearing again. But yeah, like I said, I just don't want people to lose our message that we put across because of our delivery. Because we're not, like I said, we're not professionals. We're not, psychologists, and I always encourage people that if what we say resonates with you, and you feel that maybe there's something with yourself or maybe with the person you're dealing with, well, then go and get professional help.
Mm.
Don't be a marshal and learn it all off TikTok.
Well, I think
don't get into a rabbit hole for 10 hours and just like, what that? Because that's how I learned about narcissism and all that stuff. Because there was shit popped into my feed and I went, holy fuck. That's what I'm going through.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I hope that our podcast connects people from, their lives through us and our message to finding out, and actually doing their own research and learning about what they're going through, what with their partner or even internally with themselves. If they feel like doing something, go get professional help.
Yeah.
Like we always say, go to the doctors, get a mental health plan, start talking about it. Even if you start talking to your friends, talk to somebody about it, and reality test to because when we get in our own brains that we can like we always say, shit starts off here, but ruminating in our brain for fucking
assumptions.
It ends up assumptions, and it ends up this fucked up shit in our head.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It ends up all messed up. So then we get further and further away from reality, and then that all equates into becoming, we become a bit of a shitty person. That's a shitty person. You know what I mean? We can't focus on being the best version of ourselves when we're, stuck up in our heads all the time.
Yeah.
So, that's why, we encourage people to just, reach out.
Talk.
Well,
that's the whole point. It's the whole point is you telling your story because you want to help people open up. Because
like we said,
you're telling everyone your stuff, everything. You're like, no holds barred.
Mm.
You're just putting it all out there for people.
That's right. And then hopefully that, like I said, that something will resonate with them and go, oh, shit, that's what I'm going through. And bang, okay, let's go. Like I said about my story about going to the doctor, going to get help, going to see a counsellor, seeing a psychologist and working through my trauma and, what was wrong with me and having to, fix myself, Because you know what I had to do, Dave? I had to show my emotions. And that's today's topic, kids. Men showing their emotions. I said that without swearing.
You did. Well delivered. That was well delivered.
Are you proud of me?
That was well delivered.
It was well delivered, wasn't it? That was just a good segue into us talking about men's emotions and sharing our emotions. How do you?
It's nothing wrong with sharing emotions.
You know what? I'm going to start off though by saying I cried at the end of Cobra Kai. When they fucking lifted Johnny up, the emotions. And I got teary. And I'm not ashamed to say that. That's me sharing my emotions, Dave.
Just having a tear.
Did you
Is
cry?
that emotion?
Did you cry when they lifted Johnny up?
I haven't seen that season. I haven't seen the latest season. I'm not that into
What
it.
the fuck are you doing here?
I'm out.
That was your homework. I thought we discussed this. Do you get emotional watching TV?
Oh, maybe
Or watching movies or
hearing
something?
hearing people's stories and that. I would.
Yeah. Does it make you emotional?
I don't think there's anything wrong with men getting emotional. Just in the right company.
Ooh. Rabbit hole warning. Okay, now let's talk about said company. Are you talking about with your partner?
I don't think there's anything wrong with being emotional to your partner. It's just how you do it. I think
Could you
overly
please, expand on that?
I think an overly emotional man loses respect from a woman
Yes.
each time they're emotional, and it just depends what they're emotional about. Is
I
it
was just gonna say,
emotional
what
or
would-
sadness? That's
Yes.
not. Is that emotion?
Emotion is,
'Cause
yeah.
I'm not an
Sadness
expert
is,
at this.
So sadness would be an emotion.
So there's nothing wrong with getting sad if
We're
something.
both not fucking experts at this. We're just talking shit.
But so there's nothing wrong with being sad if something sad is going on in your life.
Yeah.
But if you come home from work of a day and you're emotional about work and you can't fucking handle it, it means you don't have your fucking shit together.
Oh, absolutely. That means, we need to probably go and
That's
get
right.
help.
So you need to look at yourself and
Well,
need to
that's
work
right.
out what's going on.
That's
So
right.
it's those type of things.
But that's where
If
you
there's-
would
so-
open up to your. Would you open up to your partner about that though and go, "Hey, look,
but still
I'm not
hold
fucking coping at the moment."
but still hold an element of I still got this.
Macho man.
No, I still have this. I need.
Yeah,
To, I
yeah.
know how to work this out.
But that's you
Like-
because you've got your shit together though.
Yeah, I know. But so you need to get to that point. But
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
think that women don't want emotional men, right?
Do they, women?
There you go. That's.
Do they?
I think there's
Do
an
you want
element.
a man who cries at the end of Cobra Kai?
Oh, not that. That's fine. That's fine. I mean life. Life. If you find
Yeah.
yourself going down that path, you need to look at yourself.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Crying
But-
at the end of a
but-
movie, or look, I've cried in The Biggest Loser. All right, when I'm here.
Did you? Which episode? Which episode? I almost got it out of him. It's just reworked this shit.
Yeah, some sad fucking
I'm going to have him
story.
crying by the end of this fucking podcast. You watch this shit.
You know, some sad fucking story. You hear some dude he's going
Oh, of
through in his
course.
life like that. You know, that's sad, and you're
But
like,
it's funny for me. Like, I get emotional over happy things too.
Oh yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Where
Yeah, yeah.
I actually
Yeah.
fucking well up. Like, just in public. You know what? In not that I'm just saying, not that I'm saying that it's in an inappropriate spot. I'm saying in a spot that you don't often see people become, emotional and stuff like that. Where I just get these rushes of energy where I just like, where I get that emotion. You know what I mean? And as a man, we hide it because we're told to. We're programmed from a young age.
We're told to be more emotional these days,
Oh, absolutely. No, I think it's a great thing.
but there's certain elements you need to have emotional maturity.
Oh, we're going to crack you open.
All right, you need to have emotional maturity,
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
but that you got to work towards that.
Yes.
So there's nothing wrong with being emotional. You just have to do it with knowing that you've got your shit together still.
Yeah, but what if you haven't got your shit
Well,
together?
then you need to work on yourself.
Yes. So, but now this is where I want to come. I want to circle back to this one.
Men aren't emotional.
Do you go
in,
to your
in general,
partner
right?
and say, "Hey, babe, I'm not fucking coping"?
Oh,
Would you?
Me, no.
You wouldn't.
No.
See, that's where I would
I'd
be.
go to me mates.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think it's
well,
important
that's where
for.
you want to go.
I
You
think,
got
I
to go to
think-
your mates as well.
I think it's more important to go to your mates for that stuff
Mm.
because they'll give you solutions.
But what about your partner? If your partner loves you,
Well,
wants
she
to help
ain't
you, and
giving
wants to
you
make you a better.
solutions. She's not
Hey,
like.
okay, Andrew fucking Tate. It didn't take long, did it? How long did it take to me to fucking burn you with Andrew fucking Tate?
Fuck off.
There we go, 20 minutes.
Listen, who the fuck's Andrew Tate?
Gil, you hear this fucking bullshit? Oh, my God. Pull your sleeve up. He's got Andrew's fucking tattoo. I'm telling you. No, but I think, I don't think that, because I don't believe there's a right and wrong in this sort of stuff. Because we have our
definitely
own.
not. No, there's no right and
We
wrong.
have our own guidelines with this sort of stuff. I just feel that for me, with the partner, I've always wanted vulnerability between both partners because I've had partners that are just like fucking vaults. You know what I mean? That
Yeah,
just don't. And they've clearly got fucking problems. And I'm looking at them going, you can be fucking vulnerable with me. Tell me fucking, don't go talk, like you said, I'll go talk to my mates. Where I would go, talk to me. I'm your partner. Talk to me about Because we can fix it together. We're supposed to be a fucking team. Do you know what I mean?
But that's you, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's you. That's totally different than woman to man, man to woman. It's totally different. Because you're saying I'm
talking about partners, though.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, okay, partners. But you're going to give solutions, right? Because that's what men do.
Mm-hmm.
We fix shit. We're fixers.
I'm talking about if I was the man with the issues, okay? About being vulnerable with my partner, about fixing myself. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yep.
Because if I've got the problem, like you said, like you would rather go and talk to your mates about it, which is a great thing.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
I think that's the first
because a lot of
step.
people don't even do that.
You got to do. That's the first step. You have to. You
Yeah.
have to talk shit with your mates. We get it.
Yep.
We'll offer solutions.
Well, it's the same shit, different fucking smell.
Yeah, exactly. Because we're all men. We all know what we're all going through.
Yeah.
All men just have a lot of fucking weight on their shoulders.
But then
we don't show it. We don't show it.
Would you feel that? Yeah, absolutely. We hide
we
it
hide
so
it,
well,
but we hide
and that's why we end up fucking depressed because we fucking hide too much shit. We carry too much burden, and we don't fucking unload the shit, and then we get anxiety because we're worried about the fucking future, not the fucking present. So do you know
unload
what I mean?
it in the right places.
Yeah. And but my message is unload the shit.
Yeah,
because you're talking about unloading.
I totally agree with that.
We've got too many men that don't unload the fucking shit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then it manifests into fucking shit in their life because they're just carrying fucking negative energy inside, and they spew it out onto everyone else because they're hurt and angry. You know what I mean? And that's
where I say control your. I always say to my mates, because when you're going through shit, it's tough, right?
Yes.
And you don't understand emotional maturity. I'm like, dude, control your emotions.
Yep.
Especially to your ex, to other women, like anger as well. I don't just mean sadness. I mean fucking anger as well. Because it fucks a lot of relationships.
You could just because you're angry and having a shit day and you say the wrong thing.
It fucks up a lot of separations too.
Exactly.
That emotional fucking immaturity.
Yep.
The way that you respond to whatever the fuck is going on around you. That would be
like putting in a boundary for yourself.
Yes.
Where you go,
100%.
I'm not going to react here, and I'm not going to be a fucking idiot like I was.
Yep.
Before, because when we're in a relationship, we cross boundaries because, if we're arguing and shit like that, go fuck yourself, and then we go and ignore, we do play the games and you ignore and, all that sort of shit.
Yep.
Whereas like you said, you got to be emotionally intelligent and just go, okay, doesn't matter what they're doing because we can't control what somebody does to us, but we can only control how we react. Mm-hmm. Like you said, that's perfect where we go, okay, let's not get too emotional about this. Let's take it for what it is.
That's right.
Where we just, instead of retaliating so quickly and, becoming that emotional and, and having these fucking outbursts, whereas, like you said, go talk to your fucking mates because then you unload half the shit.
Unload on your mates.
Yeah, unload.
Because we'll give it to you real. We'll be real to you. You'll be like,
cut.
The fuck are you doing? And they'll go, I fucking said this. And you're like, fuck, man.
What's wrong with you?
What the fuck? You don't do that shit.
Yeah.
Stop fucking being a dick.
Yeah.
Like, just be real with them.
Yep.
Real talk.
Real talk. But and that's also, with that real talk, is surrounding yourself with real, genuine people.
Well, that's right. Yeah.
Because if you hang around 5 dickheads, you're going to be number 6.
Exactly.
But if you have a good circle of friends, when you elevate your energy and your vibration to being a great person, or as best as you can be, you're going to attract hanging around the right people, and then you're going to be able to talk to the right people about your issues and get real solutions.
Yes,
and
that's
then,
right.
like you said, you got to talk to your mates, unload. Now, after you've unloaded with your friends, this is where we're going to dig a little deeper. After you've So after you've spoken to your friends and maybe you weren't, not that you didn't get the right answer, but you got some, would you go back and be vulnerable with your partner and tell her or him that you had to go and talk to somebody about this stuff?
Oh, you let them know. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with letting them know, but you just don't go to them with the...
First off.
You can be vulnerable with your partner. I'm not saying...
So you prefer go to your mates first and then talk to...
Let them know what you're doing.
Yeah, of course. Yep.
Because they'll offer support, obviously.
Yeah,
if you're in a relationship and they want to help, they'll support you. But the other people need to help you fix.
Oh, of course. So that's how we share the love.
Yeah.
Because we help other people heal.
I just think
when we're healed, we can help other people heal.
That's right.
Like I said, when you surround yourself with good people with good energy, and we all do. We all go through low points in our life. Things go wrong. Things happen financially. Do you know what I mean? Like, There's so
much shit.
So many things. It's not just about emotions or stuff like that. It's
bad shit happens all the time.
Yeah, that's right.
And you kind of have to learn how to deal with it. But you learn as it happens, obviously.
And then we learn from other people.
Yes.
Like you said, you go to your mates and you've got experienced mates like yourself. So I come to you because you're going to give me the right answer because, the only thing above you is the universe because that's your daddy. So I'm going straight. I'm going to the butcher, not the fucking block.
That's right.
I come to you.
Yes.
So that's an amazing way to do it. So we talk to our friends. We be vulnerable with our partner.
Yes. Yeah. Of course.
Be vulnerable with our partner, but then
still have your shit together. You got to have your shit together, or you got to be working towards having your shit together.
So then, what would your next step be? Would you be trying to get professional help? Perhaps
you have to look at working on your.
Going to get professional help is working on yourself, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, is where we go. Okay, we've done that, but and I don't think we should stop. If we go get professional help, we shouldn't stop talking to our friends and our partner, and
This is what I say for a man: like professional help, yes, because I would never say don't go get professional help. The biggest thing for a man, because I'm a man, I only understand me. You're
a manly man. I had to
check your diet.
Yes.
One.
Yes.
Train.
Fuck yes.
Don't fucking drink.
Yes.
Don't smoke.
Yeah. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Okay, leave smoking. Smoking's all right.
That's how I meditate, but I am quitting.
Stop fucking drinking.
Yes.
Don't do fucking drugs.
Yep, absolutely.
Stop gambling.
Yes. Gamble.
Don't fucking watch porn.
Yes. Oh, we got to talk about
those
that too.
Those 4 fucking things.
Yep. Absolutely.
You fucking quit them and fucking work on yourself. Healthy body, healthy mind. That's number one.
Yeah.
Right. Eat the right food.
Yep.
There's 90% of the food.
A lot of our issues are food related.
100% of our issues are food. 90%.
A lot of our...
I agree. 90% of the food in the supermarket, if you actually fucking looked at it, is shit.
Yeah.
Is shit.
It's fucking garbage.
And we all eat shit because it's all fucking there because that's what's there.
Yeah.
But that's the biggest thing. Train, healthy body, healthy mind. Fuck, that's step one. That would be step one, and then talk to the right people.
Yeah.
If those people are your friends, if you feel comfortable with your mates and you feel comfortable talking,
and if you've got shitty fucking friends, fuck them off.
Because I'm telling you, a month of just fucking solid, healthy eating and fucking training, you'll be a different person anyway. You'll be You'll be more confident.
Yep. Cool.
Especially if you're not feeling the best and you're not feeling healthy, then you fucking will feel healthy if you focus on it.
Part of my journey was that because I was fucking living on fucking shit, driving.
Yeah, like that's what you were doing.
Hours and working on trucks.
Yeah, and then you eat shit because you got no time.
And I went and got a health check.
Yeah.
And then that's when they checked sugars, all this shit, and it was all. So I had to change my diet.
Yep.
That was the first step. So I changed my diet. Bang, shit started changing.
And
my mind started changing.
Yep. Well, there you go.
And I started walking. Just getting out, I would go to unload the truck, right, at Willowbank.
Yep.
And then I would walk a couple of Ks while the tank was fucking unloading.
Yep.
We'd just open the valve, fucking walk away.
But how long does it take for that to happen? Like, how long does it take for the thing to unload?
Oh, about 45 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
See, I mean, and you probably used to just stand around.
Yeah, that's right. I would. You know what I do?
Yeah. And a 30-minute walk is fucking awesome. Like,
that's right.
Just any time of day,
and
whatever.
In nature. You know, best part because I was out at it's in the fucking bush.
Yep.
And there were so many trees, I missed the opportunity of hugging. We're gonna do an episode on that, hugging trees. I'm telling you, fuck, you want good energy.
Were you really hugging trees out there?
No, I missed the opportunity to. I wish I had.
Just hug a tree?
And just fucking hold the cunt as we get that positive energy. Oh, dude, baby, I don't need the ground.
We need some real fucking shit in here, eh?
Hey?
We need some real...
Gil, let's work on some fucking real plants.
Yeah, Gil, let's sort some real plants.
Don't expect... Oh, we do. Oh, yeah, look. What is that, a ficus?
I don't know. What is that?
I don't know. I just remember the plant name was like fucking ficus or something. I was trying to sound fucking like I was knowledgeable on that subject.
It's a plant.
I need to do, you know what I need to do? Some more TikToking on plants. Get my TikTok degree on fucking plants. And I'll be able to name that plant next week. But for now, it's a ficus. And wait. So it was just getting into nature, walking, and just doing those little things. You don't have to walk like too far, but just start.
Yeah.
You know, because like when I was I was really fucking depressed and fucked up in the head, you know, like I was really struggling mentally. I could work. I could put on a smile and go to fucking work, but I was fucked. Emotionally and fucked in every single fucking way. And what I would do was just hide in the truck. I would hide. Like I recall going to a show one time. It was the All 4 day at Willowbank. and I didn't get my kids. I was looking so forward to getting my kids that weekend. Fucking bang, cancelled last minute. Nah, you can fuck off. You're not seeing them. Because they had no court order, obviously.
Yeah.
So I drove out to do the show because I told them I'd have Optimus there for them. I got there, I climbed in the cab, and I sat there for fucking 4 hours in the blazing fucking sun and just hid in the truck. I was fucked.
Definitely no aircon.
No, nothing. Not even ice pack. No. I sat there. I locked the doors in case people unlock. You know what I mean? And just fucking sat there and just fucking hid from the fucking world. You know, and it wasn't until a good mate, Liz Armstrong, she showed up brought her Ford out there. Yeah, what are you in there? Like, fucking started talking and got out.
Yep.
I got out, fresh air, talking. Do you know what I mean? Like, she didn't know what I was going through, but just like, okay, what are you doing? Like, get out. You had the Ford day, like, fucking, she had a Ford there, and, you know, just a good friend, and, you know, it was just to get out and what's out. Well, I was in the nature. All that stuff, you know, I don't know. I know how fucking hard it is to get out of your fucking head and get out of that bed. Because, like, you know, I never knew anything about depression. I didn't know a fucking thing. You know, if I did, I probably would have been a better partner to my first partner. Yeah. So, you know, I said, so I know that struggle when people would go, well, can you just get up? It's like, dude, I had 4 trucks running, fucking working around the clock. I get up. I get to it, but I couldn't get out and talk to a person. Yeah. You know what I mean? And we all have, I think it's different sorts of fucking depression.
When was that? That
was just after me and Nat split up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so and I wasn't seeing Katie.
3, 4 years? 5 years?
No, longer than that now, because we split up.
So you even back then, were you thinking about it back then? Like mentally thinking it for yourself, like, fuck, something is up?
No, like I said, not till my mother
okay.
said there was something wrong. Like I said, when I was driving along and I would just have fucking this rush and just start bawling my fucking eyes. I didn't know what it was.
So you being in the truck that day, in your head, were you just telling yourself that
I didn't want to get out and talk to people?
That you were tired and you'd been working heaps? Or
I'd been going all night.
Yeah, I know.
That's how it always was. It was like, all right, come on, wash the truck quickly, go to a show.
But that's the thing,
But I always had that energy, but I'd lost that energy. And I'm just like, and I didn't want to people. I didn't want to people. And what I should have done.
Sleep fucks you too.
Yes, that's right.
You need good sleep.
And that's what happened. When I went and seen someone, they said, go to fucking bed.
Yeah.
You can't work all night and then fucking expect to be going all fucking day, you know? Because that's what I was doing, working a day job and fucking all the shit and then trying to get in a truck and then trying to fix the fucking things. And then, you know, and it was funny because I think I was triggered probably when I left Telstra because I wasn't wanted. See, when I was at Telstra, I was on call 24/7. So I had the laptop set up on the fucking kitchen table while the kids are eating fucking dinner, running a damage down in South Australia. So I was needed. So I did that. Yeah. So when that stopped, right, and then there was no laptop, I had to be a dad. I had to be present in the moments. I couldn't just fucking half-ass fucking 20 things at once.
Yeah.
And then when I had to focus on one, I think that's when I really struggled because I wasn't one, because I sort of... Not that I ignored my kids, because I was always there for them and went there, but I wasn't really there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You're present, but not present.
I was present, but not present. That's right, you know, and that's why I'm so obsessed now with being present for my kids, you know, like being there emotionally. Do you know what I mean? And telling them how awesome they are and how much I love them and how proud I am of them, because I think, you know, in their younger years, they didn't get that because all they seen was dad on the phone talking to other people, and then dad at the truck show talking to other people. Do you know what I mean? Like they were a prop, but they weren't a prop. It was just that I wasn't fucking setting out the time correctly. It should have been kids first.
Yeah.
Kids talking going, fuck the show. Do you know what I mean? But because I was sort of like, you know, like I said, I had all these things fucking going on all the time that, you know, when I'd lost that bit from fucking Telstra, I was on, like, my phone rang 24/7.
Yeah.
That's why I fucking hate phones now. I fucking thing fucking rings.
Mine's on silent.
I'm trying to live.
I'm trying to live. Off, dude. Text me. Text me. Fuck off.
Just text me. But yeah, you know, I really feel that, you know, that's where I had to change in my life, you know, and that's I was trying to say to people that, you know, get your priorities right. Like you said, sleep, food. I know it sounds so basic and simple, but we ignore it.
You know, I'd say to anyone that thinks that they're depressed or whatever it is that is wrong, I would say the first step to working on yourself is check your diet,
Yeah.
And join a fucking gym.
Yeah.
As a man, like I don't know what women need to do, but men train. And I would,
I think it's
I would go,
isn't it?
Yeah, like a group training, group training thing, not just a
where you surround yourself with good people.
Yeah, that's right. So not just a gym where you go and you work out on your own.
Yeah.
I mean, go to like a group training gym, whatever they are, F45, whatever that is. Go there and just go there, same time every day.
Yeah.
Because you will meet the same people, and they'll all be like-minded people on the same kind of journey. Yep. Some people have been there 3, 4, 5 years. Some people have been there 3 days. Yeah. Like you just have to start.
But with
that's step one.
But with that too, like you said, with the steps, that's what I had to do was actually set goals each day, right? Because like I know it sounds fucking weird. I'd get in the truck and work all fucking day, but I couldn't do the goals that I needed to fix myself.
Yeah.
So I really struggled, with the food thing, the exercise. So I actually in the end, I had to set and go, I have to do that before I go driving. Or while I'm driving, if I was going out to Willowbank. If I go out there to do an unload, I'm going for a walk. So I had to do it. Look, and this is the thing with depression. So you sort of, if you're struggling with that, don't be too hard on yourself. You just got to go, okay, today I didn't fucking make it, but tomorrow I am. Tomorrow's a new day.
Yeah.
Where we go, because that's how fucking difficult it fucking gets. You know what I mean? It's just like the things that, like I said years ago, I could do 100 million fucking things. Like I would be fucking have a laptop in me fucking truck, delivering fucking lime, laptop, fucking phone on the fucking ear, running a damage in fucking Melbourne or fucking Rockhampton, ringing staff, unloading, texting fucking dad, and just be fucking like this. Not a problem.
Yep.
Then I got to the fucking point where it was just
you turned 30. How old are you now? 31.
Yeah, 31. No, they're 39, remember? But, like, where I could do a million fucking things, and I needed that because, like I said, there was something wrong because I wasn't focused on the right things.
Yeah.
But, then when, because of what I saw that, so then the missus fucking left and went, fuck you, I'm raising the kids by myself. Like, I've done it all along.
Yeah.
Then I fell in a fucking heap. And then I couldn't do the fucking basics. Just the basic things. Like I said, the food, the exercise, getting out and washing the truck, getting out and servicing the truck. Everything just fell off. Do you know what I mean? And I went from doing 10 million things in a day to fucking, I couldn't even do one. Like the story I told you about that day, I got up and I rolled all the bonnets over, cab over, had a fucking seat there, full pack of fucking V's and full pack of darts. It's 6 in the fucking morning, it's a beautiful day. Sat on the fucking seat and I smoked a fucking full pack of fucking ciggies and a fucking full pack of fucking V's. And I sat there in that chair all fucking day, just looking at the fucking things. I couldn't fucking do it, Like, I could service 4 trucks in fucking few hours, like grease them, just brakes, just go bang, bang, bang. And I couldn't do it. And it's like dark.
Yeah.
And then I go, well, fucking that's it. Fucking nearly an empty packet of fucking smokes.
Was this before your mum said you
yes.
Yep.
Absolutely. It was before that. But that's when mum picked up on that shit, Because then, and that was on a Saturday, so I had all day Saturday that I just couldn't do it. And then the trucks would be going to work fucking Sunday night, and I'd be out there smashing them out in the fucking dark. Because I had to.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But like I said, when you are suffering from depression, like people like set the goals. If you tick off 1 for the day, that's a fucking win. And then the next day, try for 2. If you don't get angry with yourself. Like,
well, you just
that's
have to
your
start.
body telling. Yeah. See, my thing was then, that was my body telling me, Marshall, you need to fucking rest. I had high cortisol levels. I didn't know. Just looking back, that I'm seeing what happened to me, that I realised what was actually going on. Like I said, with the whole depression and all that sort of stuff. Was being too strong for too long. And I wasn't listening to my body. Yeah. Like, my body was fucked. Like, like I said, you're going all day and all night and you're not getting enough sleep. You end up becoming really weak.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And you get fucking pains and fucking back pains. I broke my fucking ribs. I fell off the one weekend. I slipped off the truck, fucking broke my fucking ribs. And that night I was
You've done a bit of damage to yourself just from getting in and out of trucks.
Bicep tendon. Yeah, that was... And then I done my ACL, stepped off the truck and fucking folded my knee forward. Again.
You don't even have to do anything strenuous and you're breaking yourself, hey? You're just like...
Yeah. done the ACL, like fucking fell truck, broke fucking ribs, and all that shit, and I still try
Do you reckon
fucking
that's
working
because
through it.
do you bring that, like when you think back to it, obviously not there in that time, but you think back to it and you're like, you just, like, you were so tired.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That you, when you, because obviously when you're tired,
that's when you make mistakes.
You're exhausted, you're mentally exhausted.
Yeah,
that's when you make mistakes.
You've got to get that rest.
Yep.
100%. See, I fuck all night, all fucking day, fucking weak cunts.
Yeah.
No, I was fucking sending myself to an early fucking grave.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I was doing. And I had a lot of good people go, you need to fucking slow down, mate.
Yeah.
Fuck. Fucking insane.
Do you think that now you're kind of coming around to this point where you realise that family first?
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
Before anything else?
Before anything else.
Because the rest is just noise, right?
That's right.
It's all just noise. Everything. The money, the fucking jobs, the work, the trucks, the cars, the fucking houses. Noise. It's all fucking noise it's a level that society tells you that you think you need to achieve.
That's how we're fucking programmed.
Achieve to be successful, right?
We're programmed.
Success is a fucking new house, 6 houses, 8 cars, 10 trucks. That's success.
You know what success is to me? When I look on Facebook and I see a father and mother with their kids and their kids are looking at them, and you can tell when a kid looks at them and they're smiling with genuine love and adoration for their parent.
Yep.
That, for me, that's wealth. That's the richest motherfucker on earth. When you got your kids looking at you with adoration and that energy.
Yeah.
Because that's what gives you good energy.
Yeah, definitely.
A fucking shiny truck doesn't.
No.
It gives you a
it's all
false
bullshit,
sense
right?
of fucking self.
It's all
really.
bullshit.
That's right.
It's all bullshit.
Fuck?
The only thing that matters, I mean, you build the relationship with your kids when they're young.
Yes.
If you don't build that when they're young, when they get older, it's fucked.
Well,
to try and build it it's a lot harder to build it when you've ignored them for 15 years.
When your kids grow up, they will treat you the same way that you treated them when they needed you the most.
Yes.
That's what always happens.
Yeah.
And that's why, like you said, when they're young, you got to build that relationship, that solid foundation, and and then work on it, And unfortunately, now today's society with breakups and shit.
Yep, it's harder.
Foundations are ripped apart by ex-partners.
Yeah.
By an ex-male or an ex-female partner.
Yeah.
Like it happens on both sides.
It does.
Where people, destroy children because of their own fucking selfishness.
Yeah.
That is really fucking sad.
It is the saddest thing.
Because I've been on the receiving
end of that. Well, that's both people not knowing how to control their fucking emotions.
Exactly.
Both, and they use the kids as leverage for their emotions.
That's right. Yeah.
Maybe not so much
well,
the
they
man,
can't get
but the kids are used. Very fucking
Fuck
sad.
You.
Very fucking sad that people resort to using kids as
any
leverage.
Piece of shit that does that, you're a fucking scum. Like you're just a fucking because you're destroying a child for life.
Yeah.
And for me, it's as bad as being a fucking pedo.
Yeah.
Because if you're emotionally manipulating a fucking child, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you should be, like, both parents. You have a fucking child, right? Till that child fucking growing up and fucking had kids of their own and all that sort of shit, you're the fucking parent, and you got to act like a fucking parent. Don't have a kid for a fucking prop.
No.
If you're going to have a fucking child, then you got to raise that fucking child and always be there for your child and give them love.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? And don't ever try and tear them away from the other fucking parent because that's just fucking cruel. Like,
no, I agree.
As a child,
as bad as it is,
how's it going to affect a child looking up, going, "Well, what's
what the
Dad,
fuck?
I love Dad. Why would you, or I love Mum. Why would you say that about Mum?
Yeah, no.
Like fucking, it's just that's a whole other fucking episode.
Yeah,
we'll have to get back to that.
Yeah.
We're focusing on men's emotions. Now I got all emotional about that because that triggered me.
Well, that can trigger men's emotions.
It does.
That
triggered me right then. That took me back to family court.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like fucking.
Are we bringing that up today? That's a 150,000 part episode.
That's a Netflix series. That cut. I'm telling you. I can laugh about it now, but fucking going through it, and anybody going through that, like especially men and women, but we're talking men's mental health here today. So this one's going to be directed at you men. If you're going through this, don't bottle up, talk to people, and just remember there is light at the end of the tunnel. You're going to get there. You just got to be patient. It's all about patience. You know what I mean?
It's a shit system.
Oh, it's a fucking... Again, you've just triggered me. It's a fucking kangaroo fucking court that too many cunts are making fucking money out of. And it fucking shits me. Because it does.
Okay, let's go back to the men's mental health.
Hang on the ground. Give me the 3 fucking plants here. I'm going to hug them.
We need to. You do need hug this fucking.
Give me that ficus. Gil, ficus me now. Gil's gonna whack me with the fucking thing. Blowing up his headphones with the loud swearing.
But yeah, no. Those things that can be like, but I think from that point you have to work on, like if something does like a breakup, right, really makes people realize, it should make men realize how emotionally insecure they are.
Yeah.
Because you have to work on it from that point.
Yeah.
Really, because it's those emotions. An emotional man can be dangerous. An emotional woman isn't dangerous. I mean dangerous physically. Like
yes,
like an
that's
emotion.
right.
So you need to be.
If we're not healed, we can just snap
that's
at
right.
people,
Yeah, exactly.
be violent.
So an emotional man is a dangerous man.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, but we encourage men to be emotional. So, but there has to be the fucking maturity around being emotional. You can't just be emotional.
No, that's right.
You can't be an emotional woman as a man.
Yeah, yes.
Because it's dangerous. So you need to work on. But from that point, you need to know that you need to work on
your healing. That you got to work on your healing so that we are, like you said, emotionally mature.
That's right, which is a big deal.
It is.
It's a big deal.
Mature.
You'd be surprised how many times.
Like you can cry about Johnny.
Yes,
that was so
but
good.
That's totally that's.
I'm just trying to man it up a bit because I put it out there.
I think I cried during Frozen. No, I didn't.
Gee, that Gilly did it funny. He did it funny.
No, I did really.
That was a good one. I'll pay that one day. That was funny. That was a good joke. You're making me emotional right now. But yeah, like you said, it's about emotional maturity.
You'd be surprised.
We can't control other people, and we don't want to control other people because they have free will. That's how it works.
Right. But
we control our emotions and go. Especially if someone's being a dickhead towards us.
Yeah.
That's when we got to show that emotional maturity and go, well, mate.
Whatever, dude.
Yeah,
fuck off.
Yeah.
That's it. You don't have to. Yeah, you're a wanker, but you probably need you probably need a bit of healing. All right? You need to talk.
My favourite comeback.
Yeah. You're all right.
Who violated you in childhood?
But you'd be surprised. Like, no, I don't do the dating. The dating sites are a fucking waste of time. But
it's a cesspit of knocks.
But right, you know the biggest thing that is written on a profile of a woman?
What?
Be emotionally secure.
Yeah.
Be emotionally stable. Someone who has their shit together.
There's a lot of men
having
that
their
aren't emotionally fucking secure.
But I think that if you're jumping straight out of it,
ladies.
Can you fucking listen?
Hey, I'm not on Tinder and shit. I just got nothing, all right? Nah, I'm just joking.
But I think that if you're jumping on those dating apps, as soon as you
heal your fucking self before you get on there, dudes.
Don't worry. You just talk.
Go.
No. Can you fucking just
go? No, I think you need to hug the ficus
No,
first.
I don't need to fucking hug it.
Go.
You need a vow of silence. 30 seconds. Now I've forgotten what I was going to say.
Talking about men getting on dating sites and what they need to be.
Straight away. So if they're coming out of a relationship straight away, banging straight on the dating site, worst fucking thing you can do.
Absolutely.
Worst fucking thing.
100%.
Worst. Because you're not emotionally mature.
No, of course.
Straight out of a relationship.
Well, if you're straight out of a relationship, you got to go and fucking jump on something else, pull another one on. Look, what the fuck's wrong with
done.
you? Go heal your
men and
self
women.
first. Yeah.
Men and women.
But
the amount of times I've been out with women and they tell me they're just out of a relationship a month or two or whatever, and I'm just
broke up with him at lunchtime.
I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here?
Hey, man, there's fucking plenty of fucking men fucking away with that. They're cheating, and women. It goes both ways. You know what I mean? But that's why. Can I get spiritual on that one then?
Yeah, go.
That's why you need to take a good. So, say if you're in a very, very long-term relationship, and this is where I made a mistake. I was only a year out of 20 years.
Yep.
And I wasn't healed. I was depressed, and I was looking for short-term validation. Like I got on the dating sites and fucking. I did all right. I did all right.
Yeah, you did all right. Huh?
I did all right.
Yeah, but how did that make you? Okay, so because I know you did all right.
Well, I was seeking short-term validation.
Because you used to tell me.
Because
you made sure you told me. Right?
I'm the truth teller. Don't you go fucking exposing me. Did you hold me accountable? All right? No, but I wasn't healed. I'm exactly what you were fucking saying. That's what happened with me. And I was only a year out of 20 fucking years.
Yep.
You need way more time. And this is what I was saying about being spiritual. This is why I've abstained from sex. It's okay, I need to cleanse my body of other people's trauma that's put onto me. And then that's why I need to have same sex, because I don't want to put my trauma onto a new partner.
Yeah.
Because I've got to be healed myself. And like I was saying about cleansing, we just cleanse our body. Do you know what I mean? Like fucking just by abstaining, that's when we heal, we get better, we work on our emotional maturity so that when we go into the next relationship, I'm not triggered.
Yes,
like I was before talking about family court. Do you know what I mean? Like, so because when we go into a relationship, there's always those same things, the same shit, different smell. It's the same triggers, jealousy, envy, all that sort of stuff can trigger us. And if we're not emotionally mature, like you said, and we can react the wrong way.
Yep.
And especially as a male.
Yes.
Because we are dangerous as emotional. If we are too emotional,
yes,
we are dangerous.
That's right.
So
you're
like
agreeing with me now?
I've always agreed with you, Dave. We just have, like, we agree on
that's
it,
why
but we have different levels of.
But that's right. But that's why
things.
I say there's a way for a man to be emotional. You can't just be fucking emotional all the time, and because it's dangerous.
It is dangerous.
But
yes,
you have to be emotionally mature, and then you can be emotionally properly.
This card.
Thank you.
Fuck.
That's it.
Fuck
See
you.
That? See that?
That's it, Gerald. Close the fuck. He's just fucking saved the world. He's healed us all. Fuck me.
See?
You're right.
That's it.
100%.
Where's that hat?
I'll wrap it up, guys.
Where's that?
Hang on, let me get the daddy's universe. But you're right. Like, fucking, that was just an epiphany right there. It's like, being emotional.
I just made that up on the spot. How good was that?
That was the universe. that was the universe coming through you subconsciously, sending the fucking message out here for other men. That's what it fucking was.
That's right.
And
Mental Health Week.
You fucking know it, Oracle. You fucking know it. That's why you are the Oracle.
I had that
But
planned.
you're 100% right.
I had that in the back of my mind all night, ready to say, when am I going to say this?
You fucking suckered me into this, you fucking prick. You were playing the whole Andrew Tate bullshit, and then you got all fucking spiritual on me, and now, what am I?
Who's Andrew Tate? I don't really know where you're going there.
Lying sack of fucking shit. You suckered me
He does
into
speak
this.
some truth.
You were always going to be spiritual on this, and now you'll be in here with a fucking robe and sandals on next week, you
Shave
piece
my head.
of shit.
Buddha.
Yeah, you will be. But that's, like I said, as we grow and mature, things can change. It's like different aspects, like you said about being emotionally mature. So we grow and we learn, and when we know better, we do better. So we're always growing on this fucking journey like that, like you said, because men, we can be emotionally fucking dangerous.
Definitely.
If we're not emotionally mature.
Yes.
And yeah, like you said, that's how we as men need to do fucking better.
Yep.
To be good partners, good fathers. Do you know what I mean? To teach our children how to be great people.
That's right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
And just fuck me now. I've got nothing after
That's
that
it.
fucking epiphany.
I should have. I know.
I feel like spitting that epiphany at you, but
see,
Jesus.
I brought you around. You were just
you stole my fucking.
No, I didn't.
I was supposed to be the spiritual one on this, and then you just.
You were like,
oh,
you just have to be emotional. You just have to be emotional.
I'm
like,
me
no.
With that Andrew Tate
There's a
bullshit
way.
the other day,
I've studied all night.
You've been in TikTok fucking rabbit holes. Yeah, all these spiritual ones. Yeah.
Oh, there's a good one. There's
Universe is my daddy.
I'll show Marshall. Fuck him.
Jesus. I'm supposed to be the guru. I thought I was. No, but that's how we fucking come to it. That's how we get better, by talking to our mates, getting different perspectives on shit.
Yep.
Reality testing.
Yep.
So if we are going through shit and we're struggling with it mentally, go talk to someone about it.
Yep.
And then they can validate your feelings.
Yes.
They either validate it or they go, dude, you're being a dickhead.
Yeah.
Pull it up. Just fucking rein it in a bit, tiger. And have a good look at yourself and start thinking about what you're saying or what you're doing emotionally. It's like I said, reality test. Talk to your mates and we get that different perspective. And that's where we start to heal ourselves, because, like I say, when we know better, we do better.
Yeah.
It makes us a better fucking person for our partners.
That's right.
And our children.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? And our families, and our mums, and our dads. And
being
just
in control of your emotions.
being in control. And you can cry about Johnny.
Well, if you want.
Or about Biggest Loser. The Biggest
Frozen.
Loser? It's Frozen. You can cry about it. You know what I mean?
I don't think there's anything in Frozen that you cry about. Was there?
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch it? all those years ago? It was like the biggest movie at the time.
It
wasn't
was. It was a blockbuster.
You would have seen it.
No, I don't believe it. I can't remember.
No, that's what I mean.
Fuck it. I've watched all the movies with the kids, so I would have seen it. I was probably half asleep, but I worked all night. And I was like, used to have it in the cinemas. We go to the cinemas, and I'd be in the chair the whole time. No shit, just fucking asleep. And then Katie would go, Dad, it's time to go.
Yeah. You know what movie I watched last night?
It was like, sometimes I look at it, it's funny, but it's like, that was shit. I took the kids and I was fucking asleep because I drove all night. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
It's hard to change. But yeah, like I said.
You know what movie I watched last night? The Accountant 2.
Ooh.
Have you ever seen The Accountant?
No.
It's got Ben Affleck and he's a autistic dude, but he's an autistic accountant, but he's the accountant for the mob.
Okay.
Yeah, like money laundering and that. Whoa. But he's just a weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that came out like 10 years ago, and number 2 just came out like recently. It was in the cinemas. I think I got it on something last night and I was watching it. The Accountant 2. Watch The Accountant 1 first.
I will, yes.
Yeah.
We won't go.
They understand the story.
Exactly.
But that was a good story. That was totally, that movie is totally irrelevant. I didn't cry in that.
You didn't?
When he's in there shooting 50 people, it didn't make me cry.
It probably wouldn't have. But Johnny getting hoisted up high.
Do you reckon that's the end of Cobra Kai?
Oh, no.
We've
got way more coming of Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
They better. Please.
And the movie.
Oh, Karate Legends. That was really
like
good. Super good. I loved it.
Is that anything? Is it related to Cobra Kai or is it a totally separate story?
No, it's a totally separate story.
Okay.
So that's with it was Jackie Chan and the young gentleman. He was teaching Kung Fu. And I used to do Kung Fu. And he was teaching that, but then he goes to America. He's got to save his girlfriend's father's pizza shop. It's a classic 80s story.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they moved.
So it was like the Karate Kid? It was a lot the Karate Kid. You know the Karate Kid movie,
yeah,
the
very
original?
much like. Yeah, so mum moves over there.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
And, he gets that, and then he's got to learn karate. Karate.
The son.
Yeah.
Danny's son.
Yes.
Yep.
No, not Danny's son. Danny's totally removed. He was living in Mr. Miyagi's house.
Oh, okay.
Of course he was. And then, because Johnny was hanging out there too at the end. I shouldn't have spoiled it. Johnny was in there.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
I love Johnny.
Johnny's
Can I say I would offer up every hole for Johnny? Look, I fucking hated him in Karate Kid. Can we talk about that for a moment?
He was the one.
He was misguided. They
were the two fighting at the end.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Johnny
with the blonde.
Yeah, blonde hair. Yeah.
And Danny LaRusso.
Yes.
When I look back at that movie, and now because I've
dealerships.
grown as a person, I look back and look at Danny LaRusso with disgust.
Do you?
No. Danny was, no. But because you see how Johnny matured as a person. So, and
through Cobra Kai?
Through Cobra Kai, yes. Because he was a lost child. Johnny was lost. His parents, stepfather was very wealthy, just threw money at the kid. So Johnny was a lost boy. You know, he went and searched for his role model, who was, what's his name?
In the first Karate Kid
in the
movie?
dojo, yeah, in his Cobra Kai, in the dojo that he went to and forward from, because Danny was at Miyagi's. So then you're looking at good and evil, and then you're looking at a young boy who was mentored by
that dude,
a caring Mr. Miyagi, a loving person, whereas Johnny was mentored by hate.
What was his name? What was that dojo called? What was that dojo?
Oh, fuck, I'm just trying to think of it. Yeah, that was Cobra Kai, wasn't it?
No, that was original. Yeah, yes, because that dude was on it as well.
No, he's in our research department.
No, but that dude was in it. But that dude was in it.
Yeah, he'd come into Cobra Kai. Yeah, with the bad dude with the fucking ponytail. So Johnny was always... No, but the first,
Is he still in it?
Crease.
Crease.
Yeah, Crease is in it. He wasn't in the movie.
No, he wasn't, but he's been... Yeah, okay.
But you know what I mean? So you had to look at...
The dojo? I think it was Cobra Kai.
Yeah, I'm sure it was Cobra Kai.
Oh, is that what...
I feel...
Oh, it was.
I'm having a mental blank. Robbie Land... He loves Cobra Kai.
Oh, does he?
Me and Bobby like this with Cobra Kai. We talk about it all the time. But so you got to look at the lesson from that movie. There's a lot of deep messages in the movie. So you look at Johnny, who was trained with hate, Jenny with love, and then Jenny ends up because love always wins. And it did in the end with the crane.
Yes.
And he took Johnny out, but then Johnny found respect because that's like what happens when dudes fight and then they become friends.
Yes.
Have we seen that throughout our whole entire life? We see blokes all go, fuck bang, fuck bang. And then next minute they're hugging.
Yeah.
And they're best mates.
Yes.
And then they're like friends for life. Like there's been so many friendships forged off of a couple of fucking elbows.
Yep.
But yeah, so that's, there. And then we fast forward to Cobra Kai, the lessons in that as well.
Yep.
We see the same thing where with kids who are raised with hate and how they, like Johnny, because his father wasn't there for him, he was absent, he went and sought a bad role model.
Yeah.
And that's what happens with teenagers in their vulnerable years. Like I've always said, they're very vulnerable as teenagers because they're looking for, inspiration.
Yeah. Oh,
all
definitely.
that sort of stuff.
Well, they're looking for a leader.
A leader, that's
and
right.
it should always be the father.
Exactly.
As often as possible. And it's sad when it's not.
But in Karate Kid, Johnny didn't have his father.
Yeah, I know.
So he went to the wrong
crease.
Is
that, you reckon?
Yeah, he went to crease. And was steered the wrong way. But, like I said, then we fast forward into Cobra Kai. That's where Johnny changed. Well, at the start of Cobra Kai, he
was the same Johnny.
Yeah, he was the same Johnny. Yeah. But he was a hip Johnny, you know what I mean? Because I think he started to realise that he was being a dick. And then you see how Denny progressed through life, ended up with the car dealerships and became successful because of love with the family. And Denny used the lessons from Mr. Miyagi. He never had a father, but he was gifted a father and a very good role model in his life.
Yes.
Which showed him there's a better way. Do you know what I mean? Because Danny at the start, LaRusso could have been the same as fucking Johnny. He just walked in the wrong fucking gym.
Yeah. Well, he went to go there, didn't he? Didn't he go there and just thought, nah, it's not me? Remember he walked past it in the movie, I think, and he was looking, he goes, I want to do karate.
Well, he got beaten up by Johnny, remember?
Right. Yeah.
And then that's when Mr. Miyagi
That's when he was dressed as a shower.
Yeah, that's right.
We'll see that.
Why don't we have fancy
movie.
dresses like that anymore? Just walking around with the fucking shower hair with the shower rose. Like, but yeah, he walked into the right place.
Yeah.
He was divinely guided. Through his bike, Mr. Miyagi found it. This is the same shit for people in life in general.
Hey, look, who would have thought we would have got a lesson out of Cobra Kai? Is it Cobra Kai or Cobra Kai?
Cobra Kai.
So if you see the word COBRA just written, how would you...
I say Cobra.
So if you saw a
I'm
snake...
a little fancier than you, Dave. I see a GT Cobra.
You don't say that, do you? What would you call it? What would you
Why
call
the
a snake?
fuck would you call me out like this on a podcast?
What would you
about
call
the
a
way
snake?
I say Cobra? I've always said Cobra.
I'm saying
it's like
Cobra
tomato.
Kai.
I say tomato. You say tomato.
No, you don't. Oh, you get the tomatoes. Huh?
Look, I'm going to die on this fucking hill, cut. I'm telling you, you're not going to get me off it. It's like Cobra.
Cobra Kai. But the people do
Cobra Kai.
Yeah, I know. It sounds.
You know what I mean?
Up,
Like it sounds.
Sounds very
more
Aussie.
Yeah.
Cobra Kai.
But I'm going to out Bobby. I think he says Cobra Kai.
Does he?
Yeah. Sorry, Rob. Sorry, Mr. Land. I love you, Bobby. But yeah, Cobra Kai. Just sounds fancy.
A good story.
It's like the vast water you're drinking right now, and I'm drinking tap water. See the difference?
Well, then I should be saying Cobra.
Yeah.
And you should be saying Cobra.
Yeah, that's it. I will.
Swap them.
It's like, what was I going to say? Where were we going with that? I don't even fucking know.
No, but I think if you're lost for words, it could be time to...
far off the fucking rails today.
I think if you're lost for words, it might be time to wrap it.
I'm still thrown from you fucking getting all spiritual and shit. You fucking set me up for this,
That was realist. See, I'm a realist. I keep it real. Real and raw.
He keeps it real. Real. Fuck you. You set me up.
All we're saying is men need to talk.
Yeah, men need to talk. Okay, yes, so let's do a bit
women,
of a...
You don't need to tell a woman to talk because they talk to each other a lot.
Well, that's
you know
right.
what I mean?
Women do. They're emotionally mature.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Dave!
I don't know. Well, let's start. No,
all that good work you just fucking undone then, cut, eh? All that great work.
I wouldn't say that.
No, but
there's still
men
work
and women
to do.
Are different emotionally. Like,
yeah, but there would still be work to do. Like, I don't know what it is, but on a woman's side, there would still be work to do. There's a lot of very emotional women and a bit more less emotional women.
Because women can't be dangerous as well.
No, that's
some
right.
can, but can't be as dangerous
physically
like a man can with domestic violence and shit.
Yes.
So where a woman could be emotionally dangerous is probably with manipulation.
Yeah, definitely.
I've experienced being manipulated. So, it's the same shit, different smell. So men have to work on, like I said, because they can be dangerous. physically, but men can be just as emotionally fucking, dangerous emotionally with manipulation.
Definitely.
We all can.
Yeah.
But I think in general, I think we're talking generally. So women, if they can't beat the shit out of you, well, then they can manipulate you.
Yeah, of course.
A man, if he can't manipulate you, that's when he will turn to violence. Do you know what I mean? That's the patterns that seem to be happening because they're not emotionally fucking mature, and it goes both ways for men and women.
That's right.
Be emotionally mature. If talk to people, talk to your friends.
Take the first steps.
Yeah,
talk to people. Talk to a professional.
Yep, go see a professional.
Check your diet.
Help. Yep. Check
Stop
your
fucking
diet.
drinking.
Yep.
Go to the gym.
All the shit.
Fuck.
Yep.
Like,
and the porn.
Simple shit.
We're going to talk about the porn one.
Porn.
That's something we need to touch on that shit. I believe eventually. That's the cliffhanger. And cut you.